guys, how are you doing? There's a bus here. We wait. How are you doing? Looks like it's been raining the whole night with our horrible roads and our potholes. And you know, potholes, if it's raining, some of them you can't see them. You just have to go by, where there's a pothole and try to avoid that place. How are you doing? It's Wednesday today. I'm off to work. Yesterday I didn't vlog much. Yeah, like I said, I was very absent-minded yesterday. I had a lot of work to do. I was just stressed going to work and kind of, because I knew I had a lot to do and stuff like that. Today I just wanted to talk about the one decision that has helped me so far. I used to take the Jamestown Road. If you've been here and you're watching my vlogs, you would know that I used to take the Jamestown Road. But honestly, it's like nothing high. It's like I'm going to Wheatbank. So I've decided now to go back to the highway. But one thing I've realized about the highway is that even now I'm late. The highway needs umuntu ovukayo. Because from 6:30 it's like crazy and a lot start happening. So in terms of my work life, I think the best decision I've made is to try and sleep early, which is something that I did for 2025, is to try to sleep by 10 to be sleeping, because last year was worse in terms of my sleeping habits or patterns. I would sleep at 12. Sometimes if I'm struggling to sleep, and if you watch TV, the blue light also kind of like affects your sleep, so you don't fall asleep as quickly. You will feel tired, but you won't be able to sleep. So that thing of TV will put you to sleep. It doesn't work for me. It works in a weekend. If it's during the day and I want to do things that are personal to me, and I decide to turn on the TV, for some reason I end up sleeping. Maybe it's because it's been a long week and I'm exhausted. But during the week, to say I'll watch TV, because I have a TV in my room, which I think was a bed and kind of like a good decision, because mawuhlala nabantwana uzobukela Popeye phela dining room. Uzobukela Popeye, you just watch cartoons the whole day. So sometimes you need something to watch that is adult-like, that's gonna help you de-stress and less process. So I have a TV and I don't think I'll take it out, but I just need to be disciplined in terms of switching it off by 9. I think the person who's after me, who's behind me, is late and is getting impatient with me. Whereas about taxi driver, if we're no late, they will tell you, don't make your problems mine. You wake up late and now you're making your problems mine. Early, so now you are trying to push me to drive at your pace. So that is the best decision that I've made. And even if I'm working from home, making sure I also push myself, because it's very tempting if you're working from home to say, I'm working from home either way. I'll wake up 30 minutes before I start work. It always ends up as a disaster. I hope I've pressed record. Always ends up as a disaster. I kind of like need like at least 2 hours before I start work, because I had to bath, and because in Nabantwana I have to tidy the house, and I've got animals, I've got to feed the animals and stuff like that. So the best decision that I've made, which I feel like has made some improvement in how I start my day, because I used to start my day very anxious because I'm trying to finish everything, and in 30 minutes, and already at 8 people are already online and asking you questions, and emails are flying around, and safonokes and stuff like that. So yeah, the best decision was to wake up as if as if I'm going to work, and just bath. So that is what is on my mind for today. That is the tip of the day. I'm just gonna keep quiet and just gonna vlog the highway.
Told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. as you feel. Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
So hi guys, I was waiting to jump this robot before I start talking, but I'm actually listening to a very interesting topic on radio, and they're kind of like talking about side hustlers or just hustlers, and why you shouldn't look down on those people, because most of the time those people are normally making way more than you think, and sometimes way more than the working class. And what surprised me is that they said there are people who are hustlers, some of them selling amagwinya, some of them selling amaplate and stuff like that, and these people are calling in, and some of them are saying they can make 5,000 in a week, which is 5,000 in a day. That is what surprised me. There are people who make 5,000 in a day. So if it's 5,000 in a day, they can easily make 100,000. 100,000 in a month. I don't know what you would need to be selling, but 100,000 is, yeah, wow, that's good money. That's good money. Some of them are calling in and saying, I make between 1.2 to 800. Some of them are saying I made 2,000, which is like good money, which is like really, really, really good money. So I guess ungabanyazi people who are side hustlers. When you see la mama opeta mafeti and stuff like that, those people are probably making a lot of money, which makes me think that most of us don't want to start businesses. One, because we're scared. Two, we are comfortable. Three, it's because we have been conditioned to think that the only way to live and to make money is funda uhambe uyosebenza, and yeah, I guess it's the safest way. But some people would say that's like being lazy and not using your brain to think, there's nothing you can do for yourself, you know? What if something goes wrong and yeah, the worst happens? Can you take ipakete lamagwinya uhambe uthengisa amagwinya? Can you take ipakete lamakhekhe? Can you take ama-veg? Can you open a kota shop or something? Because some of us, when the worst happens, you sit and you're stressed, and to think you probably have starting capital, you have probably 10,000 that you've saved, but instead of thinking of what can I do while I look for a job, you like I'd use this money to look for another one and stuff like that. So I'm just finding that a very interesting topic, and I thought I'll talk about it later, but I don't know what my mood is gonna be later. I might not be in a good mood, so I thought maybe let me talk about it now while this is right. I don't know what my mood is gonna be. Might be tired, and stuff like that. So interesting, very interesting conversation. So yeah, I switched off the radio because of copyright, but I was still listening because yeah, when you're editing, it's difficult. I normally like to listen to the radio. I guess it's a way to connect with other people, connect with the world out there and stuff like that. But when you're editing now, you have to work extra hard because you have to close everywhere there's a sound of the radio, otherwise you're gonna get copyright and put your own music. Yeah, so that is also, I guess, a tip if you are a YouTuber and you want to listen to the radio. I think I'm gonna be quiet now, guys, and close off this vlog. I don't know what's gonna happen later, but I don't think I'll come back later. I doubt that I'll shoot anything. If anything, I might just shoot myself just getting into the house. So I'm just gonna get into